Thank you, Chairman. Congratulations, nominee. You were an active member of NDC, and actually in the year 2000, you were vice presidential candidate. I'd like to know whether you are still a member of NDC. And if you are, what are your views about the appointment of a special prosecutor whose political coloration is well known? Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, Mr. Chairman. If you read Section 3 of the Criminal Offences Act, the definition of a public officer includes a potential public officer. So when the president nominated me and announced it to the whole world, I became a potential public officer, recognized under the criminal code as a public officer. So as far as I'm concerned, since that day, I'm neutral. That's why you've not heard my voice over the air saying anything, because I'm coming to an office which has to be neutral and impartial. Yes, I have been a leading member of the NDC. I will never regret it. That was my contribution towards national development. But I have been nominated. That I'm a potential public officer. From that day, I have to maintain neutrality. That is what I'm maintaining. If you approve me and I'm sworn in, then I'll even be more bound. There have been many things that has gone on, I would have replied. But because of my neutrality, I've been gagged. The president gagged me since 11th of January, you know. And when I become special prosecutor, if there's anything I dislike, I can write about it. That's the cost.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Chairman. I really want to know from you whether he has resigned from NDC or he's still a member.
Mr. Chairman, one doesn't need to resign. The Supreme Court has held that while you are a public officer, you cannot take part in party politics. I think it involved Dr. Ajay and Co. I did that case in the Supreme Court. So I don't need to. No, even when you are a potential public officer, you are supposed to exhibit neutrality. So I don't need to make a formal resignation of anything. It's by operation of law.
Okay, we are interested in knowing if you still hold a membership card of NDC.
Mr. Chairman.
Honorable, hold on. Won't you want to do another one? Because the answer won't change. And the point he's making is that by operation of law, he is not enabled to identify with any political party. Whether he holds a card as dated yesterday or not is another matter. So if I were you, I'll ask another question.
Well, I hope it's not a question. These are all follow-ups to the first question. Yeah, they were follow-ups. So
I promise to be flexible, but not this lengthy process. Please.
Follow-up. Yes, I know that the nominee has written many articles, and I hope that you remember this particular one. The title of the article is Amidu vowed to Mills to ensure that the government complied with the 1992 Constitution, dated 14 August 2017. He was purported to have said that, and I quote, "It is against my northern custom for anybody to invite a senior brother's wife and wants the junior brother to implicate her in her presence." The quotation goes on, and he says, "Call me ethnocentric, but I was born in the northern region, in the northern territory, sorry." These are very profound statements and suggestive to me and to many people that there could be possible bias if your appointment is approved, possible bias on your part in dealing with issues that concern family, tribe, ethnic groups, and so on. So can you just explain to us what the situation is?
Mr. Chairman, I was reacting to a situation where young people who didn't know historical facts were making accusations. So, and I didn't want to state all the facts. So I gave an inkling into what took place. To say that I am from the Northern Territories and somebody's wife, my brother's wife, these are matters of fact. And nobody can take away from me the fact that I was born in the Northern Territories of the British Protectorate. Nobody can take away the fact that this country became Ghana when after the plebiscite. They are facts, but we are Ghanaians and we are learning to build a nation. We don't throw away custom. It is custom that makes our identity. And I'm saying that you can never get me to tell you about my brother's wife in her presence when I have written to you officially and mentioned her name. That's all it's about. That doesn't depict bias. I had written a whole letter, Mama Ayarga, the Honorable Mama Ayarga, when he was on about it, I gave the letter and he was invited to a friend's house to read it, right? He knows I mentioned all the names. So when he called me and wanted me to say it, I didn't think it was prudent. That's all I'm saying. It doesn't make me biased when I've named the name in a letter. And then you call me before the fellow. Is this the fellow you mean? I mean, what is that? It doesn't make me biased. If it were making me biased, I wouldn't have written officially in my capacity as Attorney General, naming names. So I can't be biased. I am fair. Even if you are my brother, I will deal with you if you breach the law, even if I have to hire a lawyer for you.